Hello students, this is K. Nanchari. I will be dealing with your steel structures which you have opted for your professional elective 3. So right, what is actually a steel structure? Steel structure is nothing but the structure which has been constructed using the steel which is strong in tension, right? So where you will be finding this type of structures mostly? This type of structures where you will be finding? You will be finding this in a where is a large spans are required, one thing, and you will be finding this all in a cinema halls, factories and the foot over bridges, right? See here, if you have this type of structure, like a slab part, so here what they will be doing in the steel structure, they will be providing a roof part like this and steel is provided like this, and mostly in steel structures what they will be doing, they will be taking the supports as a truss member. So see here, even the very big bridges also they have right. Like these structures you will be finding in the steel structures, where we will be best example is this type of structures mostly provided where we feel column is not required. So see here the very large structures you can see in cinema hall. If you keep any column, if you keep any column in the middle, it will become an obstruction. So this there what they will be doing, they will be mostly preferring the steel structure, right? Where comes to the best example is Howrah Bridge also. Howrah Bridge is also having this one, that is also constructed with the steel, and foot over bridges in railway stations also you will be finding a steel structures where most of the columns will be avoided for in the construction, right? So what at that moment what they will be doing? So see here, here steel is good in tension and it will be having a modulus elasticity more comparative with the concrete, that is 8 times more, right? See here, for example you have a structure like this. Here I am talking about the avoiding of columns in between. Here I am taking for some 8 floors, 8-story building. Here I am taking one 4-story building. So right here you see, if you think this building and this building will be carrying a same load, so that will be a wrong. Obviously this building will be carrying a very less amount of load comparative with this building, right? How the load is getting transferred here? How this see here, the load which is present here, that is completely getting falling and transferring into the another floor. So the whatever the load is transferring from that side, that will be transferring it in the downward direction, right? Downward direction means what we have to provide? We have to make the base footings or columns should be strong enough to carry that load, right? So what is actually a design? What is actually nothing but a design? So design is nothing but you have to make this structure that should be capable of carrying the transferring loads or else collapsing, right? Your design should be, design is actually nothing but you have to make the you have to make the structure capable of carrying the load and transferring it in a proper manner. So see here, for example here 1000 kg load is transferring, so this should be minimum of capable of, each should be capable of carrying 500 kg. So if it should be a 500 kg, it should be capable of carrying each 500 kg. So what we will be doing, that should be of minimum 500 mm will be making it. The same thing what we will be doing. So for example, I will tell you, I will give one load to you, that is the capacity of that load is around 200 kgs or 100 kg. Example 100 kg, what you will be doing here, this is 100 kg load I have been given to you. You alone cannot carry that much load. You alone cannot be carrying that much load. What we will be doing, if we'll give it to the 3 members, so they will be easily carrying. It means we are distributing the load by equally partition. So here each column will be carrying a 33 kgs of load, right? Even in this also, this for example here I am taking 400 kg load is being transferred. So right, each footing or column should be capable of taking 200 kg load. So that is the called design. Right, next we will study about the advantages. Right, here first one is it has a high strength per unit mass. So when you compare the steel with this one concrete, the elastic modulus of elasticity is more in comparative with concrete, that is 8 times. Right, next one, it has assured quality and durability. When it compare with the concrete, the quality of steel which you have, the quality of steel which is available in the market, that will be having a more load carrying capacity, and that is very durable. Why we are saying it is a durable? The steel can be used after dismantling, the steel can be used in the future also. Next one, speed of construction. I will give you one example here. When we construct the concrete structure, what happened, we have to wait for some time. I mean, for curing purpose we have to wait for some time, and we have to again construct it. Means it takes much time. When comes to the steel, what happens, if steel structure is already available in the market, steel, whatever the rolled steel which is available in the market, that will be taking whenever it is required. Right, whenever it is required we will be taking and we start constructing. Means for example, first we will be laying the footings, then after we will be going for the raising the plinth beam, then after we will be raising the columns, then after if we are going for the steel slab by using the trusses, what we will be doing, already we have planned and the steel is already available in the market, and whatever the construction will be there, that will happen in a speed mode, that will happen in a speed mode. So in comparative with the concrete construction, steel's construction is very speed. Right, next one, steel structure can be strengthened at any later time. So why we are saying this one, steel structure can be strengthened at any later time, means, see here, see here you have provided I-beam. Here you have a slab and here you have provided the I section. Here you have provided the I section, and here also you have provided one I section at some years ago. So what happened? Here we can see in the longitudinal direction, deflection it got whatever the load has been transferred here. Due to the load has been transferred, what happened? Here you can see this type of deflection in this one. This type of deflection in your longitudinal direction. So what happens? So see here, we have placed this one some years ago. So what happened? It starts losing its strength. The capability of these beams, what happens? These beams will only give you the 50% strength comparative with your initial stage. So what we will be doing? Now we will be attaching this one. Now we will be attaching this one using the welding. Here we will be welding. Here we will be welding this one, and we will be attaching one more rolled I section here to provide the strength. So there is a possibility. So see here, due to the shrinkage and creep, our concrete will be getting, and concrete starts losing its strength after our design years. After design year, we can't again attach it, or we just dismantle it. We can't attach if that any strength is going. In this steel structures, we can attach one more I section by using the welding process. So what happens here? Here this will give you the 100% strength. This one will not give you the 100% strength, but it will be capable of giving the 50% strength. So what will happen? This will become a 150% strength. So obviously whatever the structure is there, that is very capable of carrying the load, right? So the steel structure can be strengthened at any time, any later time here, right? By using the bolted connection, steel structures can be easily dismantled and transported to the other sides. So see here, what is the bolted connection again? In your first unit, you have the steel structure is not a single one. Here we will be using the different types of connection. Steel structures can be joined by using the connections only, right? So see here, in market you will be available of different types of steel sections, right? That we will discuss later. Here in the here we have learned one term that is called connection. In the connection you will be having two types of connections. In your first unit completely deals with these two types of connections. One is bolted connection and one more is the welded connection. So see here, this is your member. This is your member, and here these are the, so these both are been connected by using the bolt. So what happened? What they are saying here? By using bolted connection, steel structures can easily dismantled and transport to the other sides. So what happened? What we will be doing here? These connections, we will be losing the connections and we will be taking it from one side to the another side. So because whatever the material you are using, one to one we are making connections here. So right. So next one, material is reusable. So in comparative with the concrete structure, whenever we will go for the dismantling, whatever the concrete is there, that is of no use because of its hardening property. Because of its hardening property, we cannot use the concrete. But in case of steel, So right, steel is a alloy of iron, so obviously it won't be getting a corrosion. So we have to make sure that our steel should be a corrosion free, and we have to design in that case, and we have to take all the safety precautions, right? So that obviously the steel structures is the material which has been used in the steel structures, the material is reusable. Right, next, if joints are taken care of, steel is best in water resistance. So what they are saying, if the joints are taken care, see here, here you can find one joint, here you can find joint, here you can find joint, here. So right, if a small error find in this connection, or small place, small escaping place that find in water, if you make this type of connections in water, if it founds a small place to escape, the total whatever the water resistance structure you have made, that will be failed. So right, if we make it a proper connections in the water, so this one for water filter, the steel structure is the best one, right? So here these are the advantages of the steel, right? First one is it has a high strength per unit mass, it has high strength per unit mass, it has assured quality and durability, speed of construction. Steel structure can be strengthened at any later time by using bolted connections. Steel structures can be easily dismantled and transported to other sites. Material is reusable. If joints are taken care of, steel is best in water resistance. So right, till now we have studied about the advantages. Next we will study about the disadvantages. So right, next we will study about the disadvantages. Here you have 3 disadvantages. So first one is the corrosion, right? Steel is very frequently corrosion occurring. This will be having a property of, it is not a property, and it is very easily, very easily it is prone to the corrosion. And next one, continuous using of paint. Whenever corrosion occurs, to avoid the corrosion, what we will be doing? We will be applying the continuous paint, and steel is expensive. So most of the people, what they will be doing, as it is expensive, and this will be used in this type of structures you can see in outskirts and the public sectors. So mostly private companies which are outskirts of the city, there you can see the steel structure. And one more disadvantage is it, here the heating capacity will be more. Whenever the fire accident occurs, the steel will get easily heated, right? Because when you go and find in the market, the steel you can find the steel in form of rolled sections only. You can find the steel in form of sections, or else we will get the raw steel in the market and we will make it into the rolled sections. Next we will study about the rolled sections which are available in the market, right? Now we will study about the rolled steel structures which available in the market. So see here, these rolled steel structures are briefly defined in your code books and steel tables. For I hope you people have already studied this one RCC, that is structural engineering designing and detail. So after that we will be studying the steel structures in advance to that. So right, so in that what will be happening, in that you have a code book, right? You have a code book for that one. Here also you have a code book. One is for working stress method, you have 800 1984, that has been again revised for the limit state method, that is 800 2007, right? So this code book you have to kindly carry the 800 2007 according to the codes which has been given, according to the methods which has been given in 800 2007. We will be using this one. We will be dealing with our steel structures. So right, these are all you can find in the rolled sections only. First one you can find rolled steel I section, that is also called as a beam section or I section. So see here, in code book you can find all the properties and you have a steel tables. So right here this part is denoted like this, and this is the depth. This part is denoted as, so what we will be telling, this part as a flange and this part as a web. So right here you will be having, here we will be connecting the steel and making it a rolled steel section. Rolled steel section. This is your I section. Here you can see it clearly, that is called a I section. And next one is a rolled C channel. Rolled C channel is nothing but here, that is also known as the C section. Right, this is called C section, which is available in your market. And third one is rolled steel angle section. So what is called as a steel angle section means we will be forming a one angle here. Here you will be forming a angle. See here. So right, this is also known as the L section, you can tell, but there will be an angle where we will be telling a staggered, a connected leg, right? Next one is the rolled T sections. This is the rolled T section, and next one is the rolled steel tubes, which will be having a hollow one. When we are laying the pipelines, at that time you can see rolled steel tubes. Next one is the rolled steel bars. Bars you can see in the market, which directly available raw. And next one is the steel plates. Steel plates you can find like this. Next one is the steel flats. And last one is the steel sheets, that will be like this. Like this you will be getting like this sheets are available in the market, and we will cut accordingly, and we will be cutting how much portion we required, we will be cutting it and we will be getting a very large sheets. So what we will be doing, we will be cutting it which amount we required. So right, so see here you have to follow the code book, which is very important for solving this one, as our first unit is completely dealing with the bolted connections and welded connections. So your bolted connections and welded connections complete your steel structures, you have to deal with 1/8. So see here, again I am writing here, IS 800 1984 book was written at that time, formed at that time. Now it has been revised by using all limit state methods. Right, follow this one, kindly get it the printout. I have already posted in your group. And one more is steel tables. In steel tables you will be finding the form of steels, that is IS, MB, IS, HB, IS, MC, IS, LB. So right, what is actually ISMB? Indian Standard Medium Beam. The types of rolled sections which we are using from this code book we will be taking. From the steel tables you can find all this. Indian Standard Heavy Beam. Indian Standard Channel. Channel is here, this one, C sections. Indian Standard Light Beam. So right, whenever you will be going for the beam calculations, at that moment you will be getting this type of beams, right? So in that you will be getting all properties of the beams or all properties of the channels that we have to adopt from the steel tables, like moment of inertia, right? This all depth you will be getting this one. So right, I hope you have understood this one. Till now we have studied about what is actually a steel structure, and what type of how much load carrying capacity does it have, what is actually a design, and which type of steel structures available in the market, and what type of steel, rolled steel available in the market, and which type of code book we have to use, and what are the rolled sections, and what are the advantages of steel and what are the disadvantages of the steel. In this video we have covered all this, and kindly these type of rolled sections are very important for your all 5 units. And in the first unit, so how actually steel has formed. Steel is the alloy of iron. So kindly follow this 800 2007 code book and steel tables. Mostly kindly prefer Birla publications. In that they have given everything they have given very clearly and easily understandable in that in that steel tables. So kindly follow that one, this right. This is all for this class. So kindly Kindly follow the video and prepare the notes. Thank you.